The fastest way to make people want something is to make them feel like they might lose it. A product sells out, and suddenly, everyone wants it. Concert tickets become limited, and suddenly the price feels justified. A person stops replying, and suddenly, they take over your mind. But here's the uncomfortable part. Sometimes, you don't want the thing more because it became better. You want it more because it became harder to have. And that difference can completely change the way your brain makes decisions. Imagine scrolling through an online store. You see a product you like, maybe sneakers, maybe a jacket, maybe a gadget. You're interested, but not fully convinced. Then a message appears. Only 3 left. Suddenly, the product feels different. Your brain is no longer asking, "Do I really need this?" Now it is asking, "What if I miss it?" That is the moment scarcity takes control. It turns a normal decision into a race against loss. Scarcity works because the brain treats limited things differently. When something feels rare, temporary, or difficult to access, it receives more attention. Not always because it is more valuable, but because losing access feels uncomfortable. And once the fear of missing out enters the decision, logic becomes weaker. Urgency becomes stronger. The question changes from, "Is this worth it?" to, "Will I regret not taking it?" That shift is powerful. Businesses understand this extremely well. That is why online stores show, "Almost sold out. Only 2 rooms left. Sale ends tonight. Limited drop. 20 people are viewing this item." Those messages are not just updates. They are pressure signals. They make the opportunity feel like it is slipping away. And when people feel something slipping away, they often value it more, even before they fully understand why. But scarcity does not only affect shopping, it affects relationships too. Sometimes someone gives you attention every day, and you barely notice it. Then one day, that attention disappears. Suddenly, it feels important. Suddenly you start checking your phone. Suddenly you replay conversations. Not always because your feelings became deeper, not always because the person became better, but because access changed. The brain noticed the loss and started chasing what used to feel available. This is why scarcity can be dangerous. It can make ordinary things feel special. It can make unavailable people feel more attractive. It can make sold-out products feel more desirable. It can make a missed opportunity feel bigger than it actually was. Because sometimes, what feels like desire is actually fear. Fear of missing out. Fear of being left behind. Fear that someone else will get what you could have had. And fear can disguise itself as interest. For most of human history, this instinct made sense. Resources were limited. Food, shelter, safety, opportunities. If something was rare, it could be important for survival. So the brain learned to react quickly to scarcity. The problem is, modern businesses can trigger that ancient instinct anytime they want. A countdown timer, a low stock warning, a ticket queue, a limited sneaker drop, a disappearing discount, a hotel room alert. The world changed, but the brain still reacts like the opportunity might be gone forever. And this is where the hidden system becomes clear. Scarcity does not always create real value. Sometimes, it creates perceived value. The product may be the same, the person may be the same, the opportunity may be the same. But when access becomes limited, the brain pays more attention, and attention can quickly turn into desire. This does not mean scarcity is always fake. Sometimes things really are limited. Sometimes waiting too long really does have a cost. Sometimes an opportunity will disappear. But the important question is this: are you choosing because the thing is truly valuable, or because the thought of losing it feels uncomfortable? So the next time you feel a sudden urge to buy something, chase someone, or grab an opportunity before it disappears, pause for 1 second. Ask yourself, do I actually want this? Or do I want it more because I might not be able to have it? Because sometimes, the strongest force behind desire is not love, not quality, not logic. It is limited access. And once something feels like it might disappear, your brain can turn almost anything into something worth chasing.